problem for me. So we talked about the whole idea that changing direction with your body mass is really, really good. The bigger you are, harder it is to change direction on a dime. So we talked about the fact that when you're throwing people, rotating them rather than trying to hurl them. You know, if I can get the hips going forward and the shoulders going back, I'm rotating the body, not trying to pick the whole thing up and throw it. Well, it's the same thing here. If he's entering low, the easiest way to not be hit by it is to just rotate on your hips. So this motion in some martial arts is called the pendulum motion, and it's often used going forward for things like kicks. So the back foot comes up, comes exactly where the front foot had been, and then you can enter here. This one, you're going to do the opposite. The front foot's going to go to where the back foot is. And you notice this didn't really have to move. And because it didn't move, I have a chance of, this is late. You got to shoot up that line. That has to be, most of your energy is trying to get over here. You got to hit me with that. Just move the foot and then flow to it. That's much better. So how do I not get hit with that? I can't, if he catches me in the cut, it's too late to do that. Okay? Just too late to block it. If I'm late, I still might be able to pull the knee back, and then this would have to be a pass-through rather than a block, because he's already inside my foot. But that's not the form, because the form is that I actually get a block in. So the way to do that is, the moment you realize he's coming, he's trying to try and be there when I hit the top of my raise. He wants to already be in. So before this forward has started, you have the ability to drop. Just take that energy, drop it right on your front. And then, as we said, your body movement makes you safe, not the sword. So that gets the target out of there. This fills the space. Right? And he's in. So let's just take a look at that piece.
Oh, I found an opening.
If you realize at a certain point that it wasn't what you thought it was, you better knock my sword out of the way. Hey, I mean, look. This is what we were talking about. It's like, if suddenly you realize, oh, okay, you're going to do something. Train yourself to do something. Don't train yourself to die. Okay?
Hi.
Almost everybody here is Udansha. Okay? Once you hit, as far as I'm concerned, once you hit brown black belt level, never start over. You know, if what happened wasn't what you thought was supposed to be happening, train yourself to solve the problem with some other solution. And then on the next one, fix the problem that created the thing not working. Because, you know, otherwise you train yourself to think in these little units. And it's like, oh, that didn't work, so I died. Well, that's not, strictly speaking, true. You got to train yourself to react spontaneously. So, you know, and this requires that you're training someplace where the teacher gives the students permission to not do what he just did. A lot of places, if you make an adjustment, the teacher's, that's not what I did. Okay? It was really funny because Josh was training with Peter Bernath at a Yamada seminar. And Peter gave him a really different attack than Yamada had gotten from his uke. So Josh made an adjustment and just did what was appropriate. And then Peter goes, that wasn't what Sensei did. You're supposed to duplicate. No matter what, you're supposed to duplicate what that guy did. That's really not good training. Right? Because then you approach everything as I have to manhandle my uke to fit, regardless of what it felt like. I'm going to manhandle it until it looks like that. That's not good IQ. Okay? So always fix the problem if you can. I mean, if you got killed, if you ran onto my sword, it's a little late to fix the problem. But there's always a chance that you can fix it. And you should train yourself to be that instinct. Whatever's there is there. You know? Okay? So once more. And And then, of course, I don't want to stay here, so the next thing has to happen is I have to relax this hip to get back down here so I can move. Okay? So it's drop down the backside, get the pelvis underneath you. That gets you back to here so you can move again, because the next piece is going to have to be there. That much, then we'll talk about the ski.